Shemai! I'm going to do a comparison today between my solid body electric mini basses. Yep, I got a couple more now. So I'm going to look at 4 of my bass ukes today, or mini basses. It's probably better to call them that because they are described as all sorts of things. So I'm going to take a look at the Flight Mini bass ukulele, the Blackstar Travel bass guitar or carry-on bass guitar, the Kala solid body U bass, which you saw a second ago, and the Flight Mini JB bass as well. All right, I've been really looking forward to doing this. I think it's going to be good fun to do. I am only looking at the fretted models today. I did think about putting the Fanner in, which is a fretless, my Fanner Pee-wee, but I have just had my Kala fretless SB, so I thought I'd do a comparison of those two, and I have got another Fanner fretted on the way, so that'll give me another excuse to do a different comparison in the future. But for today, we're going to look at the 4 mini basses. I've put them down, they're quite heavy. I did try and think of a way of holding all 4, and without either hurting myself or damaging an instrument, I thought no, it's just safer not to. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to bore you going through all the different specs and features. I have done full reviews on all the instruments. What I'm going to do now is pop up all the main kinds of specs and features, such as the size, the scale, the weight, what the body and the neck are made out of, the nut width, and all of that. That's going to come up on the screen now. Don't forget, you can pause the video. Okay, hopefully you found that useful. But as I said, I have covered all of this in the full reviews as well. So let's talk about price for a minute. The Flight Mini, about £299. The Kala SB U bass, about £299. The Blackstar Mini bass guitar, £199, so a little bit cheaper. And then the Flight Mini JB, £319-ish. So there will be some tidy audio demos in a few moments, which I actually recorded a few weeks ago before, because I was about to change strings on the Blackstar and I wanted to do them all as they came to me, but I did them all together, so I had the same settings on the amp and everything like that. But just a quick look at the different basses. So the Flight Mini Bass, one of the earlier ones of these to come out, and I'm talking about the scale and size. I think this one's probably been out almost 2 years now. Volume, tone, sort of precision or split coil pickup setup on it, chrome hardware. Let's have a listen. So the Flight Mini Bass, wow, what a looker. All right, I think that is the very first thing that grabbed my attention to this. And I do have the matching Flight Pathfinder electric ukulele as well. But it really is a gorgeous looking instrument. It's really nice to play. It's got a nice satin finish to the roasted maple neck. Yeah, not a lot more I can say about it. It is gorgeous to look at and gorgeous to play. So the Kala SB, or solid body U bass, I've actually had this since June, July last year because I managed to get it in the Grand Northern Ukulele Festival. I was very lucky. They'd brought a handful of them with them. They are now available in the UK, Europe, and certainly in the US and Canada as well. And in fact, my fretless version arrived yesterday with flat wounds on it, and I got a set of flat wounds to put on this too. Let's have a little listen to this one then. Quite a different feeling instrument to play from the flight. Again, what a looker, all right? And just, I know it's difficult to explain, the feel of this as well is really, really lovely. Okay, what's different about this compared to the flight? I think the strings are a slightly heavier gauge, which certainly gives it a thuddier sound and a little bit different to play. It feels a little bit weightier under the fingers. I know that's not a very technical term, okay, but you feel secure when you're playing it, put it that way. Again, we've got the pickup configuration like a precision bass with a split coil. This time though, the pickups are a little bit further up towards the neck, which again is probably contributing to that sort of bassier or thuddy feel. Another satin finished neck in maple. It feels lovely, this one does. It looks lovely as well, but it feels absolute quality. A little bit heavier, but I've put all the weights earlier on in the video. Something a bit different. This is the Blackstar Carry On Travel bass guitar, and it is a very different looking instrument, certainly to the flight and the Kala so far. It's in this gorgeous cream colour with a contrasting black pickguard, which gives it a sort of a stylish, older look, shall we say. Again, we got the pickup configuration of a precision or the split coil. I do like the black headstock on this one as well. Nice contrast. And the shape of the body. Now, if you've watched my review, it didn't really sort of jump out at me. I'm not a massive fan of this kind of body shape, but I've got to say this one has definitely grown on me. Playing wise, I would say this is closer to the Kala. I think again this one has got slightly thicker gauged strings on it, so that is why it's making it feel and probably sound a bit more like the Kala. It does feel very different to play though from either of the other two basses, just because of the smaller body, and it's a little bit lighter, I want to say, but go back and check the specs and features. Quick reminder, there are going to be some sound demos, proper comparisons straight after this one, but here we go. This is the last one I'm going to look at today, the Flight Mini JB Bass. If you don't know the story behind this, the lovely Juliana from Flight Ukuleles sent me this one along with a couple of others on loan for me to do a review, because I didn't really fancy buying it. I've never been a massive lover of Fender jazz basses. I've always preferred the precision look. So this one didn't jump out of me, so she sent it along for me to try. I've still got it, I've kept it. I ended up having to buy it because it's that nice. So this one does play a little bit differently and sounds a little bit different too. It's modelled on the Fender Jazz. It's got the same configuration pickups. So we've got a neck pickup and we've got a bridge pickup with different controls for them as well as the tone. and that's a combination of the both. So that is the Flight Mini JB bass. Didn't like it at first, got to play it, had to have it. So that's a quick look at each of them. Let's have a proper listen to them now. As I said, this was recorded a few weeks ago. Please, I would recommend wearing headphones or having decent speakers to listen to this. They're going using a wireless system directly from instrument into my rig behind. Absolutely no pedals or anything, and all the settings stay the same throughout. So it's going to be interesting because I haven't actually edited the sound demo videos yet. All right, so I haven't heard them either. So it's going to be really interesting to see how similar or different they sound. Obviously, I can comment on the playability. They all play brilliantly, to be perfectly honest. I have got them all set up quite nice now. I'm not a massive fan of round wound strings, and I probably will end up swapping them all over for flat wounds, but this is why I want to do these comparisons whilst they're all very similar. I'm not judging them. I'm not going to give them marks out of 10 or anything like that. I've got them all for different reasons, and they are all lovely, and they are all going to get played. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see any particular combination of comparisons. And as I said, I will be looking at my fretless solid body basses, and I will also look at all the different variations of the rubber or polyurethane strings, the electroacoustics, and the solid bodies of those as well. Plus any more that come along, I'll do more comparisons. I'm grabbing this one just because it's the closest there. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I am certainly looking forward to hearing the differences as well. If you'd like to support me here on Ukulele Wales or Ukulelians, my other channel, I do have a Patreon page, and I'll leave a link in the description below for that as well. As always, though, if you've got any comments or questions, please feel free, leave them below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.